So guys, Jeremy didn't call us out specifically and name us, but obviously he was responding to us. First off, I would like to say, I give kudos to Jeremy for not backing down like the other ones and not hiding in a corner and ignoring us. He came out, he responded very quickly, which I loved. Now, a few clarifications. One, I don't have losses right now. I'm actually up this year. If Jeremy wants to have an auditor come in and audit my books, 1,000,000% allowed to do it. Let's go do it. You might sit there and say, well, Paul, why don't you say it? Well, he's also already calling me a liar. So whatever I say, he's going to say, no, you're lying. So hire an auditor. I'm fine with that. Come audit my books. I'll show you my accounts. They'll say, yeah, this guy is up big time this year. Two, I'm not hiding any losses. Do I have stocks that are down? Absolutely. I'm not hiding anything, guys. The only thing I do not discuss is things our lawyers, because we have this community that we charge on software, says, listen, you cannot do certain things. And I'm going to honor the lawyers. By the way, who are those lawyers? A firm called Jones Day. For anybody out there who knows what Jones Day is, they're one of the top law firms, not in the country, in the world. And they have advised us on certain things. I'm going to listen to the lawyers. But I have no problem with an auditor coming in and saying, yep, this guy, he's actually saying what he's saying. He is up this year on his investments. Three, in the video, I specifically talked about a 10-year challenge that I've offered out there, and Jeremy did not respond specifically. He did say, I want to challenge him a 1, 3, and 5-year challenge. Challenge accepted. But I'm going to go a step further, guys. No real investor. If anybody was a real investor, nobody would ever agree to a 1-year challenge. But I'm going to do something better. I'm going to do a 10-year challenge. $1 million. $1 million, Jeremy. The winner gets $1 million to the charity of their choice. You decide if you're in or not. But here's what we're going to do. Whoever's winning after 1 year gets 50 G's. 3 years, 100 G's. 5 years, 200 G's. This honors everything you do. 10 years, $650,000. Here are the rules. We put it in some sort of big brokerage, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. They get on board, and I'm sure they will, that at the end of every year, they announce the returns. That's it. You have to pay the taxes out of your own pocket. No money coming out of the account, no money going into the account. But you can invest in anything you want. This is my challenge, $1 million. And here's the other thing. I'm going to give Jeremy a little bit of an advantage over me. Jeremy, you can either choose for yourself to invest only in the S&P 500 or force me to only invest in the S&P 500. Here's how cocky I'm being. 1, I will beat the S&P 500 over the next 10 years. 2, you will not beat the S&P 500 over the next 10 years. Both of those things are going to happen. So you can either force me to take the S&P, which will keep my returns down, or you can take the S&P against me and make your returns higher. January 1st, 2023, it starts. Every year, you must pay up. Another caveat. At any point whatsoever, Jeremy, you can buy out this whole entire thing for $250,000. So if I'm crushing you in year 3, 4, and 5, for 250 grand, you can get out. I will gladly let you out. But this is about investing. If your strategy works in the long run, like you said on the call to our guy, you said, I'm going to make 30 or 40% a year over the next 10 years. Great. You should have no problem taking this challenge. Bring it on, baby. I've brought this up to so many people. Nobody's taking me up on it. $1 million. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm ready to $1 million. If you're serious about you beating me, let's go. Let's do it. Now, are we going to have to negotiate a few other things? Yeah, you have to invest in your style. You can't suddenly become a value investor. I want you to invest in your hype BS stocks. And guess what? I will not invest in hype stocks that are selling at nosebleed valuations. I'll stick to my boring ass loser value plays. Gladly. Or you can force me to take the S&P 500, or you can take the S&P 500. At the end of every year, somebody at the firm we're talking to, because we're going to put a lot of money there, we're going to tell them they need to issue an official statement on what the balances in the accounts are. But you have to pay the taxes outside of the account. I don't want any money leaving or entering the account. It's going to be completely clean. So if you're ready to go, let's do this. I do give you credit for responding, but I did say I was willing to do a challenge. But at 1, 3, and 5 year alone, that's useless. What matters is long-term. That's what matters, kids. And if you believe that 1 year matters only, you're already lost the game. You're already out of the game. No good investor ever would ever sit there and say, yeah, 1 year decides somebody, but I'll give you money. If you beat me in the 1 year, here's a $50,000 check. You got to pay this within 7 days of verified, the brokerage firm verifying the results. Got to be paid within 7 days or you're out. Now, is this too much money for you? If this is too much money for you, let me know what would be a more reasonable amount of money. But it's going to be $1 million invested. If the prize is in $1 million, I'm fine with that. I'm just worried you might not have $1 million in this account 10 years from now. So that's my challenge, kids. I do give Jeremy a lot of credit. He did respond. But don't try to sit there and say that I'm cowering away from returns. Baby, I am up this year. I am up this year. Do I have stocks that are down? Absolutely. Will I always have stocks that are down? Absolutely. That's the great thing about value investing. It's an art, not a science. I have no problem backing it up, but I'm not going to sit there. You sit there and say, oh, he's hiding his account. I will not hide my accounts, but I want a verified auditor to come in and look at my accounts. How many times do you hear that? You know who hated those things? Bernie off. I have no problem. Bring an auditor in from a reputable accounting firm that I can sit there and say, yeah, come on in and look at my books. It's very simple. Log into my stupid Merrill Lynch account. Done. Game over. Let's go do this. Man up. $1 million. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm ready to go. I'll put $1 million in an account tomorrow and start investing. We'll start January 1st, 2023. I'll start tomorrow if you want. I don't care. But we got to get the documents ready and signed. And I want to make sure that my charities get paid. Oh, and a charity cannot be a personal charity. So like my family has a family foundation. I'm not gonna send the money to my family foundation. Same with you. It's got to be an independent 501c3 verified charity. Preferably something that's notable, that's been around for over 10 years. So let's go do this. I'm not afraid. Let's go. $1 million. Let's go. You sat there and said, oh, challenge 1, 3, 5. Let's go 1, 3, 5, and $10 million. Let's do this. I'm ready to go. I do give you credit for responding. And a lot of people were like, man, he responded. And the feedback was positive, some negative. I get that. I was really harsh, and somebody called me the R word on Instagram. I was like, you're telling me I'm being a jerk, and you just use the R word. So whatever. Anyhow, this is where I look at it, Jeremy. I'd love to have, and by the way, if you just want to bury this hatchet, we bring you on the show, I'll fly you out here, baby. Whatever you want to do. Let's get this thing done. I don't respect your investing process. I respect you for responding, and I respect what you've done on YouTube, but I do not respect your investing process. I'm sorry. And you probably don't respect mine. I'm fine with that as well. But I can defend mine till the death. I can't defend a 99.8% drop in something that I thought was a 5-banger. I can't respect that. I cannot respect that at all. Thanks very much, guys.